Column, halt!
What were those shots?
Must have been the advanced scouts. Forward! Forward! Corporal Mitchell, you take 15 men to the left.
Yes, sir.
Jameson and the others will enter the valley from the right flank. Corporal Weston, you sound the charge. All right, let's ride!
Get up, kid. The army's coming.
You needn't be afraid. It's all over now.
It was horrible.
Come on. You can sit here and rest.
I've got you. I killed everyone but the girls, sir. We took 10 guns off the Indians. Whoever's been smuggling arms to them ought to be hanged.
It's a Winchester, latest model, too.
Those Indians were Navajos.
That's right. See that the dead are buried, collect the supplies off the wagons. We'd better head back.
Yes, sir. Corporal Mitchell!
We're leaving now, Miss...
Mary McQueen of St. Louis.
I'm Captain Richard O'Hara, the 5th Cavalry Regiment. I'm afraid you'll have a rough journey.
I can take it.
You'll travel with us as far as Fort San Antonio. In a couple of days, there ought to be another wagon train passing by.
My destination is Fort San Antonio. We were on our way there when we were attacked.
Why are you going there?
Because I'm getting married. My fiancé is Major Harvey Brooks.
In that case, you'll have to put up with our company from now on. We're all part of the same garrison.
picked a lousy place to get married in.
Don't worry, I know what I'm getting into.
I don't understand women. They can sacrifice almost anything for a man and afterward make his life miserable. Hey!
Are you married, Sergeant?
3 times so far, so you can see I speak from experience. Come on, then!
You doing all right up there?
Fine, thank you, Captain.
We'll camp for the night when we've crossed the river. The Indians won't dare follow us to the other side of the Rio Grande.
The captain knows the Indians better than anyone else in these parts. He could control them if they'd let him.
You admire him a lot, don't you?
Yes, he's a great soldier, but he had some trouble during the Civil War. Major Brooks could tell you what happened if you wanted.
Would you like some coffee?
Yes, thank you. Exactly what happened between you and Major Brooks?
It's an old story. I'd rather forget it if you don't mind.
Forgive my curiosity, but I would like to think that the two of you were friends.
Captain O'Hara?
Is it Corporal Weston?
Yes, sir. He's running a high fever.
How are you feeling, Weston?
Not too good, sir.
You'll have to hold out till we reach the fort. You disobeyed orders by riding down to the valley. As soon as you're well, it's the guardhouse for you.
How can you be so inhuman? Try to go to sleep now. You'll feel better tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
I wouldn't mind getting shot if I had you as a nurse.
Any instructions, Captain?
See that someone is with him every minute.
He's not really as hot as he looks.
You think not?
If he could hear Weston blow that bugle again, he'd cut off his right arm.
You all love him, don't you?
Yes, all of us except Major Brooks.
Is it really that bad?
They're like a couple of bobcats fighting over the same kill. Major Brooks hates him.
But why?
You'll have to ask him.
I was unfair to you, Captain.
No. You're undoubtedly right. The West hardens you. There isn't much place for sentiment out here.
That's beautiful music.
It's an old Cheyenne love song. 2 lovers sitting by their campfire gaze deep into each other's eyes. They speak to each other without using words. And then very slowly, as the flames burn lower and lower, their 2 souls melt to become one. And they know that nothing will ever part them. Reconnaissance patrol reporting, Colonel Patterson.
Now, very good, Captain. Let them dismount.
Company, dismount!
All right, men, dismount.
Anything going on?
We surprised about 50 Indians attacking a wagon train. One of our men was wounded, Weston, the bugler. And we brought along Miss Mary McQueen. She's Major Brooks' fiancée. Allow me to introduce her to you, sir.
Let me welcome you to Fort San Antonio. Lieutenant Miller, inform my wife that Miss McQueen is out here.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything further, Colonel?
Not for now, Captain. You can go. Your fiancé didn't expect you for another 3 days. This will be a pleasant surprise for him. He's on patrol right now, but he'll be back later this afternoon.
I was very worried about you.
Never worry about me, Juana. I always come back. Come on in and fix me a drink.
Look at that. It fits you as if it were made for you. You're very lovely, my dear. I was like you once.
The colonel must be terribly proud of you.
He's proud of his regiment. That's what happens when you marry a soldier. The army is always first. Here comes the patrol. It's Major Brooks. He's coming over to see you. I'll leave you two alone.
Thank you, Mrs.
You have a
Patterson.
lot to talk about, I know, but don't be too long. I'm expecting you for dinner.
Mary, it was reckless of you to travel with that wagon train.
I couldn't wait another moment.
I'd forgotten how beautiful you are. Everything's ready for our wedding. The preacher will get here in a few days. The colonel's wife will be your matron of honor. It's not the wedding you'd have had in St. Louis, but...
I don't care about that. All that counts is that we're together. Mrs. Patterson has invited us to dinner.
Oh. Maybe I'd better get ready. I'll be back in half an hour.
Some sherry, Mrs. Patterson.
Thank you. Gentlemen, you are now about to meet our latest and most charming arrival to Fort San Antonio. Come in, my dear.
Welcome, Miss McQueen. Gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to introduce Miss McQueen, the fiancée of Major Brooks. Captain Cooper, Second Lieutenant Miller, Lieutenant Corwood, and Captain O'Hara, whom you've met.
I want to thank you for what you did. What for? I was only doing my duty.
I'm afraid our menu tonight isn't very elegant, Miss McQueen. When you live in an army camp, you have to get used to army rations.
You sit at the head of the table. You're our guest of honor tonight.
The Spanish missionaries who once lived here ate from bare wooden planks.
Yes, but Mrs. Patterson prefers to eat English
I
style.
find a well-set table can make simple food taste better.
Here in Fort San Antonio, we try to see that Army regulations go no further than the threshold of the home. You see, the fort's one of the regular stopping places for wagon trains going to California. We have many settlers living here under our protection, waiting for the chance to go west. We're more than just a military post. You could say we're a family. And now you're one of us.
Thank you. I'm glad I finally got here.
Forget what happened. The main thing is happiness, and we hope you'll find it here with us.
It's an old Cheyenne love song. Two lovers, sitting by their campfire, gaze deep into each other's eyes. They speak to each other without using words. And very slowly, as the flames burn lower and lower, their two hearts melt to become one, and they know that nothing will ever part them.
Open up. Open the gate, you jackasses. Don't you recognize me when you see me? Open up or I'll have you all hanged.
Open the gate. It's Wells. From the looks of him, he's in a hurry. Then, watch out, stupid. Can't you go around? Whoa!
I've got to see the colonel right away.
Colonel's having lunch.
Well, that's too bad.
Go on, out of the way. You there, get that horse to the stables and get back here double quick for the drill.
All through here, the Navajo are on the warpath. Even worse, the rumor is that the Apache will soon join them.
The Apaches live in peace with us. Their chief running deer will not break the treaty he made with the government.
All the young warriors want war. They'll join the Navajo unless we stop them.
That's what you get if you trust their promises of peace.
You mean when the whites don't fulfill their treaty? We agreed to respect their territory. But every day the settlers invaded on their way to the west.
Those Indians have got to be crushed.
The Apaches are our friends. They won't attack the settlers. Colonel, I've known Running Deer for years, and I tell you we can trust him to keep his word as long as we keep ours.
Colonel, there's one way to deal with Apaches. Give me enough men and I'll destroy their encampment.
Yes, along with a few hundred women and children, too. Sure, that'd really be a heroic victory for you, wouldn't it?
Now look here, you can't
That'll
talk.
be enough, gentlemen. You can all go now. You stay here, Major Brooks. I will remind you that this camp is no place for your personal quarrels.
I just don't want his maniac ideas to lead to another fiasco like the Battle of the Rapidan.
I'm still amazed to think that Captain O'Hara could have been responsible for such a disaster as that.
Maybe he was secretly hoping the South would win.
Didn't you testify at O'Hara's court-martial?
I was the principal witness against him, sir.
The Civil War is over, Major Brooks. You can go now.
Hey, that's no way to fill a horseshoe.
Oh, yeah? Well, I've never yet had a horse complain.
Because they can't talk.
I wish that were true of certain people I could mention.
You mean me?
Now, what gave you that idea?
Get a move on, loudmouth, or I'll take the horse away barefoot. Major Brooks is waiting for him. Die!
Where is that idiot with my horse? About time you got here. What kept you so long? I told you I was in a hurry.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. He lost a shoe.
Skip the explanations. I'm taking a little ride through the valley.
It's dangerous to go outside the fort, sir. I think
Not your place to think anything.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Mary. So many times I've ridden here alone. It's funny, but it still doesn't seem true we're together.
Nothing will ever part us now.
Is something wrong?
No. Only there's one thing I've been wondering about.
What?
What happened between Captain O'Hara and you?
I'd rather not talk about him.
I'll soon be your wife, don't forget. And that means you have no secrets from me.
We went to the same military academy. And later on, when the war started, we were assigned to the same unit. By luck, or maybe influence, he got the rank of colonel.
Colonel?
Yes. And my old school friend suddenly became my commander.
What then?
When we fought at the Rapidan, I was to attack the enemy's left flank. But I never got the order, so we lost to the Confederates. As our commanding officer, O'Hara stood trial and lost his rank.
And what did you do?
To be quite frank about it, I testified against him.
Didn't he defend himself?
Yes, of course. But his arguments were all very weak. He said he'd given the order to attack. But all I know is I didn't receive it. I was forced to tell the truth, and he's hated me ever since.
That surprises me. The captain struck me as a fine person.
O'Hara's a coward, a traitor who's a friend of the Indians. You know what the men call him? Captain Yellow Belly.
Poisoned me to death with all this medicine.
Oh, stop arguing. It's good for you. Every half hour. Miller, you see he takes it. And don't forget.
I've got to go in and talk to the colonel. See you later.
You're to pay no attention to my wife's jabbering. You try to give me that medicine, and I'll put you on beans for a week.
Yes, sir.
Come in.
Excuse me, Colonel Patterson.
Something wrong?
Yes, sir. I just saw a party of Indians scouting around the fort.
Are you sure? All right, I'll see to it.
Richard, don't drink anymore. Alcohol only recalls the past. It does not wipe it out.
You ought to leave the fort. It could blow to smithereens any second. If the Navajos and the Apaches do rise, we won't have a chance in hell. Go back to your people, Juana. The Cheyennes aren't very far. Get away while there's still time.
And if I go, then who will serve you whiskey, Captain? The young woman, she is the fiancée of Major Brooks?
That's right. She was with that wagon train the other day. She was the only survivor.
She's very pretty.
You're very pretty yourself, Juana, and you deserve happiness.
With someone like me, for instance. A home-loving guy who loves kids. You couldn't do better. I have to talk to you.
What's up? Is it bad news?
The supply caravan was just attacked. The patrol has gone out to help them.
Another bottle, Juana.
And you can charge it to Major Brooks.
Someone's stirring up the Indians against the settlers. Go on, don't let me stop you.
I've got to go now.
Wait. Why are you running away?
Why should I run away from you?
Not from me. Maybe from yourself.
Tell me, what are you really like?
I don't really know. But when I saw you at the piano just now, it brought back some very happy memories.
Memories of a woman?
Yes. Listening to the very same love song. And watching your face through the flames of the candle.
Captain O'Hara, you're forgetting that I'm engaged to Major Brooks.
Mary. What are you doing here?
I was just talking with Miss McQueen.
I forbid you to go near her again.
Don't be foolish, Harvey.
If I see you with her again, you'll regret it.
Now, don't tell me you're jealous.
Colonel, we were attacked on the other side of the Rio Grande. Luckily, the reinforcements managed to reach us in time, and we got safely across.
Any men lost?
I'm afraid so, sir. 5 soldiers, 3 settlers, and also the preacher that we were bringing from Tucson.
Gentlemen, I want all of you in my office for a meeting.
Dismount.
The situation's becoming very serious. If the Apaches join the Navajos, it means war throughout the entire territory. Major Brooks, you will lead a reconnaissance patrol.
We should teach Running Deer a lesson, one that he won't forget. We must convince him that the Army means business, and that he must respect the treaty.
Gentlemen, I don't think it's necessary to warn you that above all, you're to avoid any action against Running Deer and his warriors. We must do everything in our power to keep this from spreading. O'Hara will accompany you. He knows the Apache chief. And that's all, gentlemen.
Mrs. Patterson.
Hello, Mary. Have you come to say goodbye to the troops?
Yes. Do you know what's happening? Harvey won't tell me anything.
Oh, it's simply a routine patrol. Don't worry about him.
Goodbye, darling. I'll soon be back. And we'll go get married in Houston.
Take care of yourself, Harvey.
Why is he coming along, Colonel?
Because Wills is an expert on the Apaches, and don't you forget it.
Forward!
Good luck to you all.
You need a bit of luck too, Robert.
Why?
Because you really should have had enough courage to put O'Hara at the head of that patrol.
Bah. Come on.
Which one of the two are you worried about? The captain loves you also very much.
How do you know?
Because there's no truth more bitter than that which we don't wish to know. No secret more easily found out than that which hurts us. I love Richard as well. Now leave me. Juana has spoken too much already.
More Indians by the river. They're headed this way. Prepare to attack. Major, they're Apache.
You heard what I said.
Halt!
Captain O'Hara, you're to come around their right flank. Cooper, you take them on the left. What are you doing? We're going to attack before they do.
I told you they're Apache.
Those aren't the orders the colonel gave you. You heard what Will said.
It's
They're
like putting a
Apaches.
torch to a powder barrel.
Carry out my orders.
Don't do it, Richard. The whole Apache nation will rise.
You know I have no choice.
Forward!
Charge!
Most regrettable action, Major. My orders were simply to give them a show of force, and if absolutely necessary, to fight the Navajos. But under no circumstances were you to attack the Apaches.
It was a mistake, sir. You can't always tell one redskin from another.
All right, you can go. You stay here, Captain O'Hara. It's strange that you didn't realize they were Apaches. Well, we should remedy the situation before it gets any worse. That mission is yours, Captain.
Thank you, sir.
Take all the men that you need. Tell Running Deer that we want peace with him and his nation, and that we shall fulfill the treaty.
Very good, sir.
Do whatever you can. And I wish you the best of luck.
I'll try to be worthy of your confidence, sir.
O'Hara, what did you tell the colonel?
Nothing. Nothing that could compromise you, Major Brooks.
Richard,
Yes, what is it?
I have to talk to you.
Well, here I am. Go ahead.
I wanted to say I'm sorry
For what?
for the way Harvey's been acting.
Oh, that doesn't really matter.
But I feel a bit responsible. Maybe without knowing it, I gave him some
You needn't
reason.
worry, Miss McQueen. I know what my place is.
I have a lot of faith in you.
Well, don't say it too loudly. Everyone else will think you're crazy.
Why do you take this defeatist attitude? What's the matter? Is there nothing in your life important enough to fight for?
In my life, no. In life, yes. I'd fight for a woman like you, for example.
Juana loves you.
Juana's a very sweet girl, and I'm very fond of her. Only unfortunately for us, we don't pick who we fall in love with.
You shouldn't have done that.
We should reach Running Deer's camp sometime within the next 2 or 3 days.
What is this crazy idea of O'Hara's disguising as a settler?
Shut up, jackass. The captain knows what he's doing.
These scribes, they have it easy. At least they can breathe a little fresh air up there.
That's the truth. And after the captain swore he'd let me be a settler, too.
You've got no grab coming western. After all, he sprang you out of the pokey so you could come along.
dangerous territory. Gotta be ready for anything.
Sergeant Taylor, get the clothes from the wagon for Douglas and Weston and see that they get into them.
Stop the wagons! Hold there! Douglas, Weston, climb out of there.
Hurry it up, boys.
Too quiet around here. I don't like it.
Shake a leg, boys. We haven't got all day. Douglas and Weston, take that bundle of clothes and get into them. The rest of you, go with them and help them get dressed. Over there in those bushes. Go on, and make it fast. Get moving.
All right. What's the big...
Hurry up there!
You're
Shut
real
up.
sexy with that beard.
Come on, let's get going.
From now on, we won't be able to put up with them.
All right, now listen. You dress this way so the Apaches will think we're an ordinary wagon train with women and everything else. So, I want you all to live your roles.
May I have this bat?
You're the best protection we could have. The Indians will die laughing when they see you two.
You're very pretty, boys. All right, the joke's over with. This is very serious business. Each of you climb into a different wagon. And get ready to go.
Okay, you were the captain. Up you go.
Leave me alone. I'll do it myself.
It's an honor to have you in the wagon, beautiful.
There you go.
All right, now, move up. Start the wagon. Forward. Here. Let's go.
Give me a cigarette.
You know girls don't smoke. Anyway, not nice ones like you.
Cheer up, Douglas. It could get a lot worse.
Oh, yeah? How?
If one of those Indians should get you, we'd have to bury you in those clothes.
Hold! Hop out, boys, and walk around a bit, just like you were innocent settlers. Step on it.
Hey, you in uniform, don't let me see even the tips of your noses.
They look like Navajos to me.
They're Apache.
All right, get in position, Sergeant Taylor. Mitchell, Jameson, are you boys ready? Let's go!
Move out! Shoot at the horses! We want them alive!
Leave them to me, Richard.
It's Flaming Arrow. Hold your fire.
I just want to get him off his horse. Over here.
You are Captain O'Hara, but you dress like settlers to fool Indians.
Listen, Flaming Arrow, I will make a pact with you. I'll set you free if you give me your word you'll bring your father to this encampment. I have words of peace for the Apache. I bring a message from the White Chief to his brother Running Deer. Running Deer is a great chief. You shall give him this rifle as proof of my friendship and trust. We hold the Navajo. I expect you back here in 2 days. If you betray us, your friend will die.
I'm getting tired of all this. I'm sick of never knowing where I'll be next. I suppose what I really want is to settle down. Get me a little home. And a wife.
Wanna? I think she'd make you a wonderful wife.
Captain O'Hara,
Yes, what is it, Sergeant?
we've got visitors. Take a look up there. They outnumber us around 10 to 1.
Those are the Navajos that Flaming Arrow was with. They're just waiting for an excuse to attack.
No, they wouldn't dare, not while we're holding their chief. No shooting without my permission. Act as if nothing has happened.
I understand, sir. All right, men. I want you all over here.
Release the chief of the Navajos, or you will all die.
Not until you have let me speak to Running Deer.
What you have said is both wise and just, Captain O'Hara.
Sergeant Taylor, bring out the prisoner. Your son, Flaming Arrow, has kept his word. The Navajo chief is free. Now we can hold a council of peace. I'm your friend, Running Deer. We've hunted together as brothers.
White man has not honored bargain with us. My hunting grounds have been invaded. The hatchet of war shall be dug up against you.
And the great white chief in Washington will fill your plains with his soldiers.
If my people have to die, blood of countless white men will flow.
My words are words of peace. And I promise you shall meet with the white commander. And he will do everything in his power to keep the treaty.
The white man speaks lies.
Hold it.
No, Flaming Arrow. I believe he speaks truth. Running Deer has faith in the captain.
What's eating you? The party's in your honor, and you're the only one who's not having any fun.
Captain, you have to dance with me. Wells is no more graceful than a mule.
Well, he always was pretty clumsy. But he has one or two other qualities to recommend him, shall we?
Congratulations on your success with the Indians, Richard.
Thank you, Miss McQueen.
Don't be so formal. My name is Mary. You dance very well.
It's one of the duties required of you when you're an officer.
You mean to dance with the ladies and entertain them. Is kissing them also one of your duties?
From the way things look, the war may begin right here.
I want to speak to you.
Is that an order?
No, this is man to man.
Is it so urgent that it can't wait until after the party's over?
Yes, this is something that better be settled right now.
It happened much sooner than I expected.
Shouldn't the colonel be told?
No, let him go fight it out. It was bound to happen sooner or later.
Follow me.
Where are Major Brooks and Captain O'Hara?
Gone to get some air.
I told you not to talk to her.
I know, but did you tell her not to talk to me?
You're just trying to make me look ridiculous in front of everyone, showing what a lady killer you are, with my girl and that little fool lapping it up.
You're not only insulting me, but insulting her. And that's something that no gentleman would do.
How would you know? A coward and a traitor. You wouldn't know a gentleman if you saw one.
If it weren't for this uniform...
All right, come on.
Harvey!
That's enough, Brooks. Drop it. Get out.
I'll get you for this, Wells. Now, gentlemen, you have acted in a way unbecoming to officers. Therefore, I find myself forced to make a decision.
Miller, you better find Dr. Murchison immediately.
Yes, sir.
My wife is on her way over here with my medicine. You charlatan. I knew you were going to kill me one day.
Now, calm down, please, Colonel. It's not good for you to get overexcited.
What do you think, Doctor?
I think we ought to get him to Tucson immediately. He should be in a hospital.
But I can't neglect the responsibilities that I've got to the fort.
Your health is the important thing, Colonel.
Major Brooks, you're the ranking officer here at the fort, so you'll be in command until my return.
I will obey your instructions, sir.
See that no one breaks the treaty. We must keep peace with the Indians.
It's been nearly a week since Brooks took command. So far, everything's quiet. But I'm sure he's just watching for a chance to get at the captain.
We've got to keep an eye on him every single minute. Well, look what the cat dragged in.
That's a bad sign. What's that vulture doing here?
Indian trader. He wrangled a government contract so he could sell provisions to them.
I've got to see Major Brooks immediately.
I'll bet he's the one who supplies the Indians with guns and whiskey.
I'd give anything to see what he's got on that wagon.
Yeah.
All right, let's have it. What have you got to say?
I just learned that Running Deer is dead.
Dead?
Yes, and his son, Flaming Arrow, is now chief of all the Apaches.
We've got a peace treaty with the Apaches.
Sure you have. Signed by a dead man. His son will never respect it. Sooner or later, he'll go on the warpath. And then it'll be too late. If you're smart, you'll destroy the Apaches now, while they're still sitting tight, waiting for orders from their new chief.
Where are they?
They have a camp in the hills. Now, decisive victory over the Indians would mean peace in the territory. And great honor for the officer who accomplished it.
Whose wagon is that?
Some buzzard who's in with the major.
Can't you ever give me a straight answer?
I have bad news for you, Captain. Your friend Running Deer is dead, and his son Flaming Arrow is now the big chief of the Apaches. He's waiting for a representative from the government, and the money he says you promised him.
You know, if it depended on me, I'd take that guy out and string him up.
But it depends on me, and it's my decision that counts. Is that clear, Captain O'Hara?
I've come to take you to your family, Juana.
My family is here. Since the death of my parents, I've lived in the fort, and this is where I'll stay.
That's right. We're Juana's family now, understand? And her protectors.
You try to get her to smuggle rifles too, I suppose.
You watch how you talk. I'm not a smuggler.
The Cheyennes used to be our friends until you began selling them rifles and whiskey. It's your fault Juana's parents are dead. One of these days I'll see that you...
Leave him alone.
I'll be back for you, Juana.
I need a drink.
Mary.
I know you gave orders that no one was to enter, but I had to talk to you.
That order was for those idiots outside, not for you.
You and I agreed there would be no secrets between us.
I have no secrets.
No, of course not. And I owe it to you to tell you the truth. You see, I'm in love with Richard.
In spite of the kind of man he is?
But you're wrong about Richard. He's really a
perfect gentleman, I suppose. A disgrace to the army, a traitor and a coward.
Why do you hate him so, Harvey? And don't say it's because of me, or because he once made a mistake in battle. If that is true, he's paid for it already. There's another reason. A reason you won't admit.
What's that?
You envy Richard. That's why you always persecute him, isn't it? Because you were a captain while Richard was a colonel. He was a far better officer than you.
Be quiet.
What for? Why should I be quiet? Because you can't bear the truth. You're the one who's a coward, Harvey. Here's your ring. I can't go on wearing it any longer.
What? You mean you're actually going to break off our engagement?
Yes. I'm going to leave the fort as soon as possible.
And you've told Captain O'Hara?
No. Richard knows absolutely nothing.
The breaks are always on his side. But one day his luck may run out on him. Lieutenant Miller!
Yes, sir?
Get me Captain O'Hara.
Right away, sir.
What's the trouble, Mary?
Nothing.
Captain, the Major wants to see you in his office.
Thank you, Miller.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Did you want to see me, Major?
Sit down, O'Hara. Well, you've gotten what you wanted. Mary was just in here. She broke our engagement. And what am I supposed to do now?
Nothing. She's a free woman.
But you'll never get her.
Just what will you do to prevent it?
Don't worry. That's easier than you think. But I've other things to see to now. What is it?
Major.
Well, gentlemen, I think you're all aware of the seriousness of the information we've heard. Chief Running Deer's death has created quite a difficult situation, and I'm afraid we've got to take immediate measures. His son, Flaming Arrow, is at this minute gathering all the Apaches. He may launch an attack any day.
Would it be impolite of us to ask where you got this information?
Henry, the Indian trader.
That rattlesnake. You don't believe anything that he tells you.
Captain O'Hara, I'm the one in charge of this fort.
Yes, sir.
Now then, gentlemen, my plan is this. All our available forces will ride out with me tomorrow. Our objective will be to destroy the Apaches before they have a chance to join up with the Navajos. I'll leave a small detachment here under the command of Lieutenant Miller.
The plan is criminal. We've signed a peace treaty with the Apaches.
Are you giving me orders?
No. But as long as the Apaches are at peace with us, I will not go to war. This is no military action. It's murder and nothing else.
I'm surprised at this sudden concern for human life. Have you any idea of our dead at the Battle of the Rapidan? Because of your incompetence?
You have more reason than I to remember those dead.
All of it. Lieutenant Miller, Captain Richard O'Hara is under arrest. I hereby put him in your custody. And when I get back, he'll be summoned to trial and charged with treason. Take him away.
Pavan, that's dangerous.
He's leaving the fort unprotected.
Everything's ready, Major. Let's move out. Forward.
Come on, Warner.
What's going to happen when the Major returns?
Nothing, because O'Hara won't be here anymore.
The captain will not run away. Juana knows him well.
Here, let me take it to him. I'll talk to him. Come with me.
Yes, ma'am.
When this is over, what'll you do, Juana?
I'll return to my people.
Come with me. We'll get a farm and start a new life. A life based on hope. And not on memories. Shot of whiskey.
You can't go in there, miss. I'm sorry.
The lady's to go in whenever she likes. That's an order. Open the door. I'll wait for her.
Richard.
Don't cry, Mary. Everything's all right.
He's a fanatic, Richard. He could do anything. He could even have you shot.
But he'll never stop me from loving you.
Juana made up this basket for you.
Juana's an angel. She knows what I like. Whiskey. Good whiskey. You have to be strong, Mary. For you and for me.
Will's is planning to help you get out of here. And then we'll go wherever you like.
You think I'd run away like a coward?
Juana was right. She told me you wouldn't go. But I don't want you to die. I won't let you.
flaming arrow. Double the amount, and I've got news for you.
All right, you kept your word. Now speak.
All the soldiers from the fort are on their way here to wipe out the Apaches.
I do not believe that. We made a treaty of peace.
The new white commander isn't respecting it.
In that case, there are no soldiers in the fort.
Not too many. When you've taken the fort, I'd like to have a small reward for my help. Juana, the little Cheyenne.
Rider coming!
Open the gates!
What happened? Indians on their way here, at least 100.
Where are you from?
From Tucson. I have an order from Major Brooks, sir.
He's dead. And the arrow that got him is an Apache arrow. Lieutenant, I think we should free Captain O'Hara so that he can take over the defense of the fort.
I'll free him right now.
Each of you take a rifle and get to the walls. We can only hope that our ammunition will hold out until Major Brooks gets back. No, not you. Miller.
Yes, sir.
You and your men will cover the north wall.
Hiya! Hiya!
Hold your fire until I give the order. Wait until they get close.
We're short on ammunition. We can't waste a single bullet.
Now!
Fire!
Sergeant, you take some men and be ready to defend the main gate.
They're retreating, sir.
That's what you think, Taylor. They'll be back. Everything okay, Lieutenant Miller?
All right so far, Captain.
Good.
He's a good soldier, that boy.
They won't attack again before dawn.
We can get some rest.
We've got to get word to Brooks and tell him to get back here pronto.
I'll go as soon as it's dark.
You're the only one who might get through. It'll be dangerous.
It's worse right here.
He's dead. Take him away.
Hand me the alcohol.
Give it to me.
No, that's to clean your wounds.
It's just as good that way.
Are you tired?
A bit.
Please come back to me.
I'm going after the Major, but I'll be back. They're trying to set fire to the fort.
We have to get the wounded out of here. Come on. Hurry.
Let me help you. Try to walk.
Careful, they could burn you alive with those arrows. All right, you redskins, now we'll show you how to really fight. Sergeant. I'm all right. You better get back to the Apaches. We need every man we've got.
Hold your fire!
The sun will be going down soon. I'll go out and find Brooks. They've got to get back before dawn, or you'll be lost.
Open the gates. Wills is going out. You get ready to cover him.
Good luck, Wills.
Thanks.
Shut the gates.
How are you feeling now, Sergeant Taylor?
Not bad, sir. A little weak.
I doubt if we can hold them off again, Captain.
Well, they can't kill this one a second time. Give me a hand with them.
I'll do that, Captain. You go on down and cheer up the women. They'll be needing it about now.
Are you married?
Sure. 4 kids. They're down there with their mother. Tell them I'm all right.
I don't like this. Using dead men as decoys.
It may save our lives.
How's it going, Taylor?
We saved the boys, I hear.
I'm afraid he's delirious. He's got a fever.
The whole night long, I kept thinking that I could hear Weston's bugle.
Thanks.
Your wife is fine and your children are sleeping.
No, none for me. Wills will be back. He's a fine man.
Strange that it is in misfortune we find our true destiny. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, woman.
I guess we'd better get ready, huh?
Taylor, look out there. The troops are coming. And just in time, too.
Juana.
Let go of me. O'Hara. I finally proved that I'm as good as you are. I know I'm dying. I want to die in peace with a clean conscience. What I said at the trial against Captain O'Hara was false.
Please, Harvey, no more.
Richard.
He's dead, sir.
Today, Major Harvey Brooks, commander of the garrison at Fort San Antonio, died valiantly in battle like the brave soldier that he was. Corporal Weston, would you sound taps?
What is it, Richard?
Get out there and stay with that wagon to the end of your days.
Hey!
That is an order.
Bring Will's horse.